The Detroit Lions announced four-time Pro Bowl center Frank Ragnow is coming out of retirement. Ragnow had retired in June after 7 seasons in the NFL, and again, he's a four-time Pro Bowler. The Cincinnati Bengals officially activated Joe Burrow off injured reserve in advance of tomorrow night's game against the Baltimore Ravens. New York Giants quarterback Jackson Dart was a full participant in practice today after missing 2 games with a concussion. Dart technically remains in concussion protocol. Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy remains in concussion protocol, but he was able to be a limited participant in practice today. Indianapolis Colts quarterback Daniel Jones was a limited participant in practice today because of a leg injury. In college football, Colorado State hired UConn's Jim Mora as its new head coach. NBA, the Mavericks' Anthony Davis returned to practice today, could return to action Friday against the Lakers after missing 14 games due to a strained left calf. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
Yo, hey, happy biggest party day and night of the year, right?
Yeah, first and first, mostly, we're thankful for you on this Thanksgiving Eve. I'm Thanksgiving Steve.
Hey!
Steve Covino and Rich Davis. I am on the East Coast, live from Union, New Jersey, hometown, visiting, ready to party, ready to eat that turkey ass.
That's the best part.
Rich Davis and the rest of the crew back on the West Side, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. If you missed any of the show, got to catch it on the podcast, but join us now at Covino and Rich FSR, streaming live. Join the chat. And Sesame Street, help raise all of us, but now it's your turn. Donate this holiday season at sesame.org because the world needs Sesame, and Sesame needs you. Let's be rocking out. Let's go.
Hey, Bert.
Ernie.
Some people say
Ernie.
we're the Bert and Ernie of radio.
Doing the whoop pigeon. Doing the whoop pigeon. All right, thank you guys. Rubber Ducky, you're the one. It's Fox Sports Radio, Covino and Rich.
Hey, Danny G, he makes bath times lots of fun. What's up, Danny G, super producing?
Yo, what's up? Happy Wednesday.
Danny G's happy because we're going to talk some Lakers just in a second. Luka and some fights and some fun. We're going to talk a lot of NFL. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to sound like Chris Harrison or Jesse Palmer on The Bachelor. These are the best Thanksgiving Day football games ever. I don't ever remember a game mattering on Thanksgiving because it's always like a divisional Cowboys or Lions game that doesn't have big stakes. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. I think whoever loses the Lions-Packers game tomorrow might be out.
Big
stakes. I know
we
there's
already
still
said turkey ass.
Oh, dude, there's a lot on the line. Turkey ass and playoff hope. So
Packers, Lions, Chiefs, Cowboys, Bengals, Ravens. We'll be breaking it down. In fact, let me remind you right away that you could wake up with us early tomorrow morning, get all hyped for it because we're filling in for Dan Patrick tomorrow, right before the parade, before all the fixins. You get Covino and Rich right here on Fox Sports Radio early, like Mr. Furley in the morning. But, yeah, it's Wednesday, turning your hump day into a hump night, party night, and just like every Wednesday, Rich, even though it's a holiday week, we got midweek major. We got prizes to give away. We have lots of fun to get to. So I say we dive right into it.
I mean, why wait? Let's talk Lakers and Luka. And what a guy. He said, yo, Jackson Hayes, if you get fined, I got your back. You're my guy. But Danny G, you want to set the stage of what happened last night? You're watching the Lakers like you do all the time. I'm catching more highlights than most, but you're watching the whole game. You're locked in.
Yeah, you don't watch NBA until the in-season tournament.
I mean, can I tell you something?
That's
sarcasm. I almost
almost
feel like it's a slightly embarrassing thing that they're still sticking with it. I mean,
hey, dude, look at the World Baseball Classic. The first few years, it was kind of ass, and now you got Shohei involved. Well, Shohei was involved, but he was recently announced again.
Yeah, I get
it's
it.
gotten better and better every year. So, look,
it's like
innovate or die. You can't give
again,
up that quick.
Dude, I agree that I'm a firm believer in your pal Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, who says innovate or die. I love how they tried different things at the All-Star break. In hockey, they tried to do the international thing. They're doing that with the All-Star game for the NBA now. I like the mindset of innovate or die. Come up with some fresh new ideas. None of the old lame stuff that's not working. But sometimes when something doesn't work a few times, you pivot. And I don't know. I know it's like very Euro and very soccer-like group, this group and this group. We laughed the other day, Danny G. We looked at some player's profile, and it's like, and NBA Cup champion. And it was almost a laugher, right? It was like, NBA Cup. It was Austin Reeves. He's an NBA Cup winner.
They're going to keep like tweaking that until they get it right. Hopefully it doesn't turn out like the NFL Pro Bowl. But so Luka has history with Chris Dunn of the Clippers from when he played with the Mavs. So these two have no love lost already. They were chirping at each other during the game. There was a play right out of bounds near the basket, and so the basketball gets pushed right into Luka's chest by Chris Dunn, knocks Luka back. Luka makes the face he always makes, like, did you see, refs, did you see that? And Jackson Hayes comes to be the
enforcer, the goon.
Gotta protect the quarterback.
Exactly. Man. And he shoves Chris Dunn. And Chris Dunn went about 4 steps sideways, and he retaliated by throwing an open hand, I guess you could call it a wannabe slap punch, and he connected slightly to Jackson Hayes' face. So double T on Dunn, he's out of the game, and 1 technical on Jackson Hayes, the enforcer.
Yeah, so Luka then says, hey, put Jackson Hayes' fine on my tab because he had my back.
Yeah, and then a few plays later, Luka sets Jackson Hayes up with a beautiful alley-oop, and the announcers were like, it's paying off already having his back.
You gotta love that as a Lakers fan, just seeing not only the chemistry you were hoping for, but when guys start getting each other's back, you realize that there's a true camaraderie being built there in the Lakers this season.
Yeah, and we talked about DeAndre Ayton. We've talked about him a few times so far this season. A nice surprise so far for the Lake Show, but he's out injured right now. And Jackson Hayes has stepped up. Kleber has gotten some playing time. So something that was a major weakness for the Lakers, not having size, suddenly they have a little depth in that department.
And you're hearing all sorts of buzz about the greatest trio in sports history, in NBA history. Luka, Reeves, LeBron scoring 99 points, something ridiculous like that. You know, fake Lakers fans are like, wow, this is all coming together like we dreamed about. So it's kind of cool to see how they're gelling like Magellan. And it's kind of cool to see how things like that can bring a team closer together, Rich.
No diggity, no doubt. In fact, I'm reading our feedback on the YouTube in-show. You can go follow, watch everything at youtube.com/@Covino Rich FSR. Wes and Tommy, Ashley, Andrew Rivera, a bunch of people hitting us up already, saying the NBA trying desperately to make this cup happen, and it just doesn't seem like it's clicking. But Covino, you're right.
Dude, tweaks. All right, let me give you an inside example. One of the games that's sweeping the nation is our Friday game. It's a new game called Brainwave that we play, right?
Yeah.
Danny G came up with a great idea. The first few weeks, it kind of fell flat because it needed a few tweaks. Instead of giving up on it, we made the adjustments, and now it's our favorite game. You know, I mean, if the idea is there and it's not clicking, you still got to ride it out and maybe try to tweak it a little bit. I think that's what the NBA is trying to do.
There's got to be some well, you know what I'm thinking? There's got to be some type of unconventional prize where what happens at the mid-season or the early season cup has some type of bearing on the NBA playoffs come, spring. Like, hey, you get to pick your first-round opponent. Something so unconventional or weird, like, you could flip seeds with someone else in your conference. Like, there's got to be,
you got to know when to say when and know when to switch it up, but you also have to be able to make those adjustments. And I think that's a societal problem in relationships and in life today. If things don't work in relationships, if things don't work at the job, if things just aren't working, we're so quick to jump and try to figure out something else instead of trying to fix what's there. Like, the grass isn't always greener. Sometimes you just need to water the grass.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
that's why relationships don't last. Kids jump ship. Let it ride out. Make some adjustments. It'll be fine.
Take a page out of Squid Game: The Challenge. I know, Danny G, you're watching. Covino, you watched, right?
I'm watching, yeah.
Take a page out of Squid Game: The Challenge where you win a game or a prize, and there's like some cool twist. Like, I feel like there's no twist. It's like, all right, you win the NBA Cup, and no one's being like, oh wow, congratulations, Pacers or whoever won last year. No one gives a crap. No one cares.
Well,
but if you told me, all right, let's say the team that wins, and this won't happen, but I'm saying, how cool would it be if it did? Whoever wins the NBA Cup early in the season,
shoot them with paint guns?
No, but the winning team gets like some type of advantage in the playoffs. Like, you start a series 1-0, or you get to switch or pick your opponent for round 1 of the playoffs, or switch seeds, or switch 2 other team seeds. Like, you get some type of golden ticket. I know it sounds ridiculous, but why else would anyone care about who wins the cup if there's no like payoff? Like, what's a payoff you get? Oh, you get a cup that no one gives a crap about? If it's hung in that banner hung in the rafters became a joke.
I actually do agree with you, but I'm sure there are people that care. And do the players care? That's another question that you would need to ask Austin Reeves, ask the Lakers, ask them how they feel about it.
I mean, you could say you could say what I'm saying sounds dopey, but I do think that gimmicky stuff could work once in a while. And if there was some type of, again, like an advantage card later when it mattered, would you be opposed to that? If I told you the team that won the cup got some type of advantage going into round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Now you're playing for something. It's like when the All-Star game in baseball used to mean that's the AL or NL got home field advantage in the World Series. It meant something.
Yeah,
when it doesn't mean anything, then the stakes are nonsense,
Well, I'll tell you what. The NBA still is heating up, and we're seeing this all pan out with the Lakers at the moment, at least. LeBron, Luka, Reeves, and
they secured a spot in the knockout round after their victory last night. I know Rich is really excited about it.
I wrote it down on my schedule watching.
Yeah, and Luka moved to 10th all-time in most 40-point games, which is insane. How old is Luka? He's already 10th all-time in 40-point games. That's pretty impressive, man. So he's putting up some good numbers. They're playing big, and that's why you have to have a guy like his back. That's why Jackson Hayes says, you know what? I got you, bro. That's my teammate. I got your back.
Dude, Esteban on our in-show said, NBA stinks until the playoffs, guys. Rich isn't wrong. Maybe do something crazy to spice it up.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but you've never really been the biggest NBA fan. So I'm saying there's got to be people that do care or feel a little different. I think a little tweak here and there could totally fix that.
Until I see someone wearing a NBA Cup T-shirt, like my team won the NBA Cup.
Danny G, you got one or no?
No, he does not. And Danny probably has 25 Lakers shirts, and he does not have the one when they won the Cup.
I would never get an in-season Cup championship shirt.
No, Jamie in Boston said, Rich is onto something. What if there was like a wild card where in the first round of the playoffs, that team got like you get to pick what player on the other team has to sit on the bench for 5 minutes in the fourth quarter, like something absurd.
Well, that's gimmicky. That's real gimmicky. But you're right.
That's like having a field goal kickoff in overtime with fat linemen in the NFL.
That sounds fun.
So there's so many different things that make me say, when it comes to what happened last night, though. I love watching the clips. Yeah. I love watching the highlights. I love seeing the teammates have each other's back. And it makes me think of, having your buddies back, having your family's back. Like, so many situations. Like, Rich, if you're, let's say, at mixed company. I've been here before. I've been at mixed company, and I've seen my ex-wife fight and get into arguments with my friends. And not to get too personal, but I knew in these particular situations, my wife was wrong. My friends were right. Huh. Do I always have to have my wife's back, even though I know she's wrong? So this poses so many questions to me when I think of Jackson Hayes having Luka's back. I'm not saying anyone was wrong or right, but it makes me think of: do you always have to have your wife's back? Do you always have to have your friends back?
In the worst
if
of,
you know he's wrong, if he's drunk, if he's stupid, like when to have people's back is the first thing I think.
Do you want to sleep on the couch, or
exactly, Ryan?
Honestly, Ryan's right. You have to like unapologetically and stupidly at times defend the person you love, right? Like there have been times where I've had exes fly off the handle, and I've gone up to I've defended her and then gone up to people and be like, listen, I have to defend her. It's my girlfriend. But I understand. So, like, I'm trying, like, de-escalating a situation. Like, I get you, but I have to defend her. So let's
Or
calm
how
it
about,
down.
It's a big party night, right? You're out with your pals, and your friend is belligerent, drunk, maybe hitting on a woman that's taken. You know that your friend's in the wrong. He starts a little bit of a tussle, or he starts a problem at the bar. He's your friend. You know he's wrong. Do you always have to have his back even when you know he's wrong? All these things come to mind when I see what happens.
I have a question. Do you look at it?
We're on the same team. I have your back no matter what. Is that the rules you live by? And I will tell you straight up, those are the rules that I live by. I know my wife was in the wrong, ex-wife now, but I knew she was in the wrong. But I'm not sleeping on the couch. I got to go back with her. I got to sleep with her. I'm going to have her back no matter what. It's loyalty. It's the team, and you got to stand by those rules. If your buddy's in the wrong, but someone's starting with him, or he's getting his ass kicked, or he's getting into an argument, but he's your buddy, that's the team you play for. You have his back. I think those are the rules you play by. Those are the rules of life. Those are the rules of sports. So that's the first thought. Then I have a second thought based on that.
A couple things. I think this is a great sign for Lakers fans like Danny G.
Yeah, it builds chemistry,
because
camaraderie,
what you're seeing
trust.
is you're seeing the trust and camaraderie that Luka has already developed with this team.
Dude, you know why Luka's able to score 40-point games like this? Because he knows his team has his back.
But a great sign is when your people get your back, because you're telling me you haven't seen athletes on a professional or collegiate level where there's a tussle and you're like, wow, their team did not really have their back. And you can tell that's because they don't command that camaraderie, or they don't have that chemistry, or something's missing. So that was number one. Lakers fans should be pleased that guys are quick to defend their star player.
Number two, you want to know my second
thought?
thought?
Based on your saying your ex-wife,
yeah,
I've seen Covino in that scenario, and it sucks. I'll just say this: I've been at dinners where I've seen Covino's ex-wife and our video guy Spot having like the bitchiest little fight, and I'm just there like I'm like the meme of the guy eating popcorn, and I'm like, ooh, Covino knows his ex-wife is wrong, but he has to get her back. Good times, right, Spot?
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah, great times.
Oh, so great.
So great. And my third thought is it backstabbing in nature or wrong if you go up to the other party afterwards and say, hey, listen, man, I'll give you an example. On my softball team, I know this is small potatoes. They're just Sunday softball. There's a guy on our team that's a bit of a hothead, sort of a jerk at times, but he's my teammate. He collided with a guy, and it was not right. He was wrong. Both teams start mouthing off and tussling. I'm pulling my buddy back. I'm like, yo, bro, come on. I go up to the guy on the other team like, yo, he gets a little heated. Yo, sorry, man. You just keep your cool. Is it backstabby to go up to the other person?
It is. I'm not saying you could be peacemaker, but you don't have to make it seem like he's off the handle and he's just a blowhard or he's a jerk. Like now you're making him look bad. You're supposed to have his back, not to make him look worse.
I guess you're right.
So, but being peacemaker, like, hey man, I'm sorry about what happened there. That's fine, but you don't want to like overemphasize the fact that he was wrong. So it's a little backstabby on how you handle it. But being peacemaker, I think, is just part of the deal. Now, again, Chris Dunn shoves the ball into Luka, into his chest.
Yep.
And Hayes pushes back, has Luka's back. Dunn throws the punch. Luka then says, yo, man, I'm pumped he had my back. Jackson Hayes had my back. Put his fine on my tab. If you're going out tonight, here's the other part of the question that comes to mind.
Okay.
If you're going out tonight, and there's a lot of people going out tonight, party night, Wednesday night, and let's say you're doing better than your other pals, And let's say you're the type of guy that brags about it on social media. Ooh, you got a new Porsche. Why don't you brag about it? Right? Like, people know you're doing well. It's just the world we live in. Are you expected to pick up the tab? You know why Luka has the tab? Well, A, because Jackson Hayes had his back. But also, Luka makes 5 times more than him.
Yeah. I think part of the deal is if you're that guy that lets the world know they're doing really well.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be braggy to know. In today's world, people just know,
I'm
right?
saying that, like, if you're posting pictures of you and your, random girls you're hooking up with in Bora Bora, or you're like on the, the beaches of Aruba. I'm all in Europe again, and you're Instagram braggy guy. I think if you meet up with some old buddies, drinks are on you, because I don't think you could, like, you got to almost follow through with the brag then. If you're going to be all braggadocious, then you got to be the guy being generous.
And it's not just buddies, even though tonight's a big party night. It's family, right? A lot of people are hanging out with family, catching up with family for the holidays, Thanksgiving. Maybe you go to the movies. Maybe you're going to see Wicked with your family. Maybe you're doing something family-oriented. If you're the breadwinner, if you're the Luka of the family, they've had your back. They support you. You're the star of the family. Do you have to flip the tab? Do you have to cover it the way Luka's doing it? So part A of this scenario last night, this whole Lakers debacle, this whole tussle, part A is loyalty, right? Where does the loyalty stand?
Yeah.
Part 2 is when to pick up the tab. So your thoughts, and I'll say this, I agree with Rich. If it's known that you're the most successful, you don't have to act like you're Mr. Big Shot. But you pick up the tab. It's plain and simple, and you insist. You're like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. Yo, bro, I got it. Trust me. Yo, if I didn't have it, I'd let you know next time you have it. But right now, while things are good, I got it, bro. Trust me, it's my pleasure.
Your thoughts? Do you pull the Luka? Do you say I got it?
You say I got it. You say I got it. So you know what? I look at this as, and if I was Danny G, I'd be extra pumped, because everybody loves a little fireworks when they're watching the game. But this is the ultimate chemistry builder, because everything was done right. Jackson Hayes protected the quarterback, protected the star. He had Luka's back. Boom. A, great chemistry builder.
Yeah.
B, Luka shows appreciation. Dude, I'm only doing what I'm able to do. I'm scoring 40 points. Me, Reeves, and LeBron, we're scoring 99 points. We're the greatest trio in sports because dudes like you are protecting us, and I appreciate it. So, bam, I got you back, and I'll pay for the fine, and I'm letting the world know how much I appreciate you protecting us and having my back in that moment. You're pushing this guy because I couldn't, because I'm Luka. Dude, everything about this just says that the Lakers are doing all the right things, at least right now and in the moment.
They're looking good.
And that's just the chemistry builder. So, bam. What are your thoughts?
877-99 on Fox. We'll take all your feedback, and we're going to talk a bunch of NFL tomorrow. The stakes are high. I'm telling you, some of these games coming up are going to be playoff deciders. They're going to set the tone for the final stretch of the NFL season, and we'll go over a lot of NFL. We'll do midweek major. We got some games. We got some prizes. Just a lot of fun. Casual Wednesday. Biggest party day of the year as we all get ready for a little Thanksgiving fun. More Covino and Rich next.
Do you know about the 3 T's of Thanksgiving, Rich?
Yeah.
Do you?
3 T's. Oh, yeah. Turkey for eating.
Yeah.
Table for gathering. And tutties for winning with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in before dessert.
With DraftKings Sportsbook, you almost said desert. I could see it in your face. Desert.
There's 2 S's in desert.
With DraftKings Sportsbook, all the action's in your hands. First touchdown, anytime TD, live bets. Every play, every snap, every game counts. When the game gets good, the bet gets better.
Cash in before desert? All right, here's the best part. New customers bet just $5. You win $200, and if your bet wins, you're going to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. When touchdowns happen, we feast. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use our code, guys. CRSHOW. That's code CRSHOW. Bet $5 and get that $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins.
In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21-plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
My proclamation. Iowa Sam, do you got some proclamation music? Hear ye, hear ye, Fox Sports Radio Nation. I have good news.
Introducing the greatest head in all the land.
Oh!
The man with the biggest noggin. From here to Eternia.
I don't know. We're in Eternia now.
Dickie Doodle Davis.
I'm here to say, good news, everyone. NFL fans of every team, you should be happy today because I'm here to tell you, no one's good.
Woo!
Everyone stinks. Your team has a chance. I've had a change of heart. My whole, Nick Bosa's out.
I was about to throw a tomato at you, but everybody has a chance is what you're saying?
My whole sentiment of Fred Warner's out, Bosa's out, my Niners, I guess next year. They have a chance. You know who else has a chance? Everyone else in the league, unless you're maybe the Titans, the Giants, Jets, or I don't know. Who else? The Cardinals.
Can you give me a little credit, though? I want a little credit here.
And
this is Rich's proclamation. I'm not trying to take away, but we just came back from Arizona.
Yeah.
And we watched Rich's 49ers dominate. Granted, it's the Cardinals. I get it. But offensively, they could be really explosive. They were clicking with Purdy immediately. They're only going to click more and more, I would imagine, if they could stay healthy with what they got.
And
Rich was down in the dumps, as your mom would say, about the defense playing bad, or not playing bad, but, suffering from injury. But if you look around the rest of the league, if you listen to Monty Bolaños, everybody's hurt.
Yeah, I just heard
Nobody's playing 100.
I just heard you say that Daniel Jones got an ankle thing going on now. A calf. So, everyone is banged up, and no one's that good. I'll give you the analogy. If you go to a bar, try to pick up some booty, and you look around, and it's a bunch of ugly dudes. An ugly dude has a chance then, because there's no good-looking dudes as your competition.
That's a weird analogy.
Thank you. Yes.
But I'm with you. I followed. But my point is, we're at this game.
If it's a bunch of tortas.
And Rich was sort of like, man, the 49ers are pretty good, right? And he gave me the right. And I'm like, dude, honestly, if they keep it up, they have just as much of a chance as anybody this year to win. And I feel like I got in his head a little bit because he didn't want to get too ahead of himself, but I think I sort of confirmed what you were feeling, right?
You perpetuated a thought that I sort of had a little bit, which was, you know what? Maybe every team does have a chance. Now, I don't want to ruin my own theory, but there are a couple teams that I'm like, yeah, they're pretty good. I don't think they're unbeatable. The thing is, we've lived in times where you were like, all right, it's Brady or Manning. We lived in times where it's like Seattle's defense or, the Chiefs. We've lived in times where there's certain teams that guaranteed you could punch their ticket to the AFC or NFC championship. Right now, it is as open as could possibly be. This is like, I'm telling you, look around the league and tell me one team you would put your money on. I dare you. Maybe the Rams, but Matthew Stafford's old. He's any given moment, he's a good dude. His kids go to the same places my kids go.
There's
I
a
see him around
question
town.
mark. There's a question mark for all these teams.
But there's-
even
you know,
the
there's-
Patriots who are hot right now.
Every team's a quarterback little stumble away from an high ankle sprain. No one's that great. So my point is, if you're like, my team's good, but I guess this is not the year. The minute you think, maybe the Packers are great, they're wishy-washy. The Lions, even Perfett, who was running the boards here, who was always like, Lions. He's like, they're just a regular team this year. And I go, yeah, so is everyone else. You tell me the Bears are in first place?
No.
You tell me Caleb Williams is going to win a Super Bowl? Get out of here. And if
It's
he
like
does,
my
good for
mom
him.
used to say, it's an old like Mexican saying or something, or maybe, I don't know, in Spanish it sounds better. It's one of those. In the land of the blind, the Cyclops is king.
Your
You
mom
know-
made that up?
No, but she would say things like that because she's weird. But it's true, right?
Well, I mean, like my analogy in the land of the uglies.
land of suck, the average team is the best. You don't have to be that good this year to really stand out that much. It's anybody's league. When everyone stinks the way they're stinking, when there's no consistency, and every team is suffering with injury, in the land of suck, the average guy wins. We're partying on Fox Sports Radio, the biggest party night of the year. I don't even know what that means anymore. Honestly, I just want to relax.
Yeah. Go
That doesn't
out.
mean I don't want to go out and have a good time, but I kind of like being home. I'm in my hometown of Union, New Jersey, and I don't mind lamping watching a nice movie tonight.
Yeah, dude. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Best Thanksgiving movie.
You know what? Pause on that because maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. All right? Because we are live in for Dan Patrick Mañana. Right now, we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, and our show is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL and NBA. Right now, use promo code CRSHOW to claim your special offer at DraftKings. Again, promo code CRSHOW at DraftKings. The crown is yours. And Rich, the show's popping tonight, Wednesday night, but our live chat popping. Covino and Rich FSR, Steel Rivers hanging out, Danny Riley, after show, but later, Wes in Idaho, Jeremy, Lisa, a lot of people chiming in, a lot of people saying we got it right when it comes to loyalty and trust, and that's what the Lakers are displaying, protecting Luka last night, and then Luka returning the favor, saying, yo, I got Jackson Hayes back, I got his fine, I got his tab. So many questions are posed based on the Lakers drama last night. Again, Chris Dunn shoved Luka, and Jackson Hayes pushed Chris Dunn back. It's a question of loyalty. Do you always have your friends back? Do you always have your wife's back, even if they're wrong? And when it comes to flipping the tab this weekend, if you're the most successful or if you're doing well, do you always have to take the tab?
I mean, it's part of business, right?
Yes.
It's like, you go out to dinner and people know, hey, he's doing well. And especially if you're having drinks or dinner with someone, you hear them talk about some type of struggle they're going through. Then
Yeah.
you got to cover them.
And that's the way you got to look at it too, right? It's almost like an honor it's not a brag, it's an honor to get the tab because you might not always be doing well, but it's an honor. You should be thankful this week that you are.
Well,
And because you are, I got it.
I have one more thought about Luka and the chemistry you see before your very eyes. I think that's the number one thing that's downplayed in sports. We talk about this all the time.
Sure.
I am a firm believer in a radio station, a company, an office, anywhere. There's such a low emphasis where I think there should be a predominant emphasis on chemistry, vibe, camaraderie, all these type of things. I'm a Mets fan, as you know, right? 2 years ago, the Mets took the Dodgers to Game 6 in the NLCS. Grimace, Hawk to a Girl, all the gimmicks, all the fun. Oh, my God, with Jose Iglesias. Last year's Mets team was flat and boring. And if you ask some people inside that organization, you know what they said? J.D. Martinez was a veteran presence in the clubhouse that made everyone feel loose. And Jose Iglesias with the oh my God and the singing was like the funny dude in the locker room in the clubhouse, getting everyone loose. And you forget that when you play day in and day out, especially a long season like baseball or the NBA or the NHL with its 80 games or 160-something games, seeing and hanging out with people every day is a big part of what makes the team successful. So when you're seeing the Lakers click and personalities enjoying each other's company, and you see it sometimes, like I saw Christian McCaffrey the other day say that this may not necessarily be the most, like healthy best team he's been on, but he's like, the Niners really like each other. Like it's a team that really enjoys being with each other. And you can see that with Juszczyk and Kittle and
best locker rooms he's been a part of.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't downplay those things. Yeah.
I was surprised he didn't say the best.
Yeah,
but I mean, being honest about it.
Yeah, but I think those things are understated, right? And sometimes you see a player get traded and you don't get it as a fan, but maybe you're not in the mix where you'd be like, yeah, no one really likes that guy. But you know who we're getting? We're getting a guy that's really likable. So you might think this guy's better than that guy, but
you're right.
This
it's
guy
an
stinks.
Intangible that's never really accounted for when it comes to payday.
Bro,
right? But it's so important as far as team and fun and chemistry and winning and in life and going out and everything.
Think of offices you've worked in. Some are boring as hell and some are fun. I really did. There's radio shows on this network, other networks where everyone that works for the show is in a good mood because they're happy to be part of it. Others are, they hate it. It's a reason. It's like a bad locker room, bad clubhouse. And I think the Lakers are onto something. So Danny G, congratulations to your team. I think you're one of the only teams that have a shot to take that Oklahoma City, who's now what? Are they 17-1 or 19-1? Hold on, I saw it before.
Yeah, I lost track.
They're 17-1.
Fresh. That's the key here, right? Because the only thing that because OKC has that chemistry, defending champions, obviously, but they got the youth. And I'm not saying that the Lakers are old, but they're older than the Thunder. So if they could stay fresh and stay healthy, and they could be what people are saying is the greatest trio in NBA history, or they're playing like it anyway, to be fair, then they have a shot. As of now, in this moment, they're looking like they have a shot.
All right, let's add a Trip in Vegas, and then we'll go to ILO for an update. What's up, Trip?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. I look forward to waking up tomorrow and hearing you all in the morning.
Oh, thanks,
Happy
man.
Thanksgiving.
By the way, speaking of Luka, I'm pretty sure Luka was traded to the Lakers, and you and I hung that day because we were in Vegas, and I'm pretty sure we bumped into you at the bar that night.
You waited for me that night, and we were both looking at our phones like, is this real?
Yeah, it was a wild night. And
yeah,
and as Danny G says, sometimes as a Lakers fan, he's still like not convinced it's true. Like, is this real? Lakers are good.
Like David at the dentist way back on a Wednesday?
Is this real?
Is this real life?
So what's up, Trip?
So I was going to say, yes, obviously loyalty and trust, especially being in the Navy when I was younger. And then if you are the most successful, I think you do take care of your friends. And I'll tell you one other thing. If I invite you out, I should pay regardless of my financial situation. That's just my opinion on that.
You know what? That's a very generous mindset. I think in the dating world, that's been lost because there's a lot of young weenie dudes that don't pay for women anymore. And call me old school, but you ask a girl out on a date, you better be paying for her drinks or dinner. If you're a real man, what type of wimp-ass dude is like, we're going to go 50-50 on dinner? To me, that's like a guarantee of no ass ever. Like, what girl wants to...
So with you on that.
Like
nothing puts you in the friend zone and says that you're the biggest wimp. If you asked her out and you're going halvesies, sound like a man to you. I say absolutely.
Dude, I would feel if I was on a date with a girl and I was a single young man and I said the phrase like, we're splitting this, in that same, while I'm saying that, I feel like I should be tucking my junk between my legs.
Hey, do you mind going split skis? Beat it. Especially as a girl dad. I would tell my daughter, tell that dude to beat it.
Yeah, if my daughter, who's only 8, when she gets older, I have one rule. Some little boy asks you out to coffee or, to Starbucks or a movie, don't be with some chump ever.
And by the way, that doesn't mean we're being sexist or old school, and that doesn't mean we're not saying women can't pay. Women, hey, throw some money in for dessert, whatever. I don't know, whatever makes you happy. You pay for lunch next time. But if you're asking a woman out, you pay for her. Simple as that. I agree with Tripp 1,000%. Thank you guys for all your feedback. It's cool to see the Lakers gelling. When the Lakers are good, the league is better. And, your thoughts on this and more. There's also a story about George Pickens and midweek major. We have so much to get to on this party night. Covino and Rich, but first, our guy. An update from Isaac Lowenkron.
Lowenkron. What's up, Ilo?
Thank you, fellas. Detroit Lions announced today that four-time Pro Bowl center Frank Ragnow is coming out of retirement. Ragnow had retired in June after 7 seasons in the NFL. The Cincinnati Bengals officially activated Joe Burrow off injured reserve in advance of tomorrow night's game against the Ravens. Today, Raiders quarterback Geno Smith apologized for flipping off Raider fans after last Sunday's loss to Cleveland.
I made a poor judgment out of frustration, and that's not an excuse. I've got to be better than that, and I've got to hold myself to a higher standard. And in that moment, I didn't. I'm sincerely apologetic, and I'm very sorry for doing that. And I just want to make it known that those things will never happen for me again.
Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. NBA, Anthony Davis of the Mavericks returned to practice today. He could return Friday against the Lakers. He's missed 14 games with a strained left calf. ESPN reports New York Knicks guard Landry Shamet will be out at least 4 weeks with a sprained right shoulder. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Isaac Lowenkron.
Thank you, Isaac. So lots of great lessons from that situation last night between Chris Dunn and Luka and that little tussle. Lots of random thoughts, and thank you guys for sharing and chopping it up with us. Michael M. hit us up on our live chat, Covino and Rich FSR. You could watch what you hear, Covino and Rich FSR. He says no on the tab. Like, no on the tab? If you're doing well, you don't flip the tab?
Well, be careful if you do it drunk, high, or sober, and I'll tell you why. I went to my 10-year high school reunion. And I'll be honest, I was being a little bit of a show-off.
Okay.
Because I came back there and Rich.
I like the honesty.
Well, because at the time, we were doing a TV show. We were on the radio, and everyone's like, man, Rich is doing, man, we're really happy for you, bro. I was getting a lot of love at the reunion because I was doing some cool things, and we're doing cool things now. So I was feeling myself in the moment. So I was like, you know what? Next round's on me. And I looked around. I'm like, oh, my God, it's like a whole reunion class. I looked at my credit card the next day, and I bought a $700 round.
You know what is interesting about it, though?
So
okay.
Be careful with your, confidence.
All right, here's another situation. I know we got to take a break in a second, but
yeah, all good.
Let's say I'm on a double date. Let's say it's me and my girlfriend Jordan, right? We're on a dinner date with her younger sister and younger sister's husband, right? They're younger than me, so I feel at times, man, I got it, and it's an honor. Dinner's on me. Right? Ooh. Don't you feel like that's the good sort of move sometimes? Let's say you're going out to dinner with your younger siblings.
I was going to say.
Okay.
You know what?
But Luka's younger than Chris Dunn in this situation. However, far more successful.
You know what? Think about those scenarios. And then, of course, I have a bunch of NFL I want to get to. So not only going to talk about paying for bar tabs, but I do have a hypothetical when it comes to going out and paying. But NFC. Playoff picture, not clear at all, but I said it yesterday. I think it is very clear based on a few games, and we'll get to that next right here, FSR, Covino and Rich. I'll tell you this. What we love and look forward to every year, NFL is king. We love the report cards. When the players get together and they judge the teams based on facilities, how they treat their families, the workout room, travel. It's their way of being like, yo, I'm going to blind survey the place I work at, and you can't stop me. And did you see the latest? The NFL owners want to put a stop to this.
Yeah, they said enough of the report cards. In fact, owners like Woody Johnson, they're trying to diminish the credibility of it. They're saying it's bogus, actually. That's the quote, right? It's all bogus.
Yeah, the Jets owner is leading the way. And
well, you know who wants to stop it?
He's graded with an F.
The weak-ass owners want to stop it. Like, if Danny, if there was a list and you were ranked high on it, you'd love the list. If there was a list and you were ranked low on it, you'd be like, bunk list. So I get it.
That is true. Every time they come out with, like, talk radio lists, we're usually on them, but never like where we want to be. So we're like, they stink. But if we were number one, we'd be like, hell yeah. You just made the list. Yeah, baby, we're on the list number one.
If there was like some weak ass made up list of like top Latino broadcasters, and it was like number 4, Steve Covino, he'd be like, this is a great list.
Not bad. Yeah, I should be top 3, but yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. So your thoughts on the list? Your thoughts on the list? Are you on the list? I think this is really cool. I love the player surveys. That you could say it's petty and BS because a lot of times it's spiteful. But remember the players survey and Caitlin Clark ranked low, and it's like, oh, what a bunch of jealous biatches.
Well, there's a lot involved. The facility, like you said, how they treat their kids.
But I'm saying not
how
just
they
in,
welcome their families.
Not
all
just
these
in
things.
The NFL. I'm saying all these player surveys in all sports would be like, who do you find the most overrated in the NBA? And it's like, whoa, that's the sentiment among your peers. I feel like peer surveys do hold a little clout to me. You might think, wow, is there much thought put into it? I like these surveys because, for instance, even though the Chiefs are a dynasty that have dominated, remember they had some Fs?
Yeah, I remember.
For like
and you know what?
Player medical care.
Yeah, like so.
For us, it's great fodder, great things to talk about, and it's fun to speculate. So, of course, we're going to love it. I could see how it rubs the NFL and the owners the wrong way. Think about it. You're spending so much money on these dudes, and then they come back. This is how you thank me with an F on the report card? It's got to sting a little bit from their perspective.
Well, I'll give you an example.
But I do believe there's a nugget of truth to it.
If we gave Fox Sports Radio rankings based on places we've worked, I know where I would grade it high and where I'd grade it low. Maybe
we used to get free snacks at other jobs.
I was going to say
Number 5.
I remember there were jobs. There were jobs. I'll give you where we worked. SNY in New York, which was the Mets and Jets
snack wall.
There was a free snack wall.
We had a snack wall, man.
And I remember thinking,
we all got fat too from that.
Yeah,
snack
I was going to
wall.
say, Rich, it's good that we don't have that at Fox Sports
we
Radio.
were like taking Sun Chips home with us, man. In a way, all right. I'm just playing devil's advocate, and I'll be Keanu Reeves. When you think about it, it's a bit hypocritical. If they were to ask you, what would you do? What would you do? Because it is anonymous, crappy feedback. It's like if you're on social media, don't you look down on the jabroni who chimes in anonymously with some heavy criticism? It's like if you're going to say something rude and critical, you should own up to it. Like, it's very cowardly to do it anonymously like that.
Well, I think in this case they have to, but the NFLPA, they stick up for themselves, and they've even recently, the survey process has been enhanced. They are including third-party perspectives, they say, to ensure a comprehensive evaluation of each team's workplace standards.
I get it, and I do think it's interesting, and I do believe there's truth to it. But like Rich said before, there are disgruntled people for whatever reason. There are people who are just jerks. And as a radio show, Rich, do you give more credibility to the person who owns up to who he is? There's pictures of him and his family on social media, and he's like, Rich Davis sucks. That hurts and means a lot more than someone anonymous with no picture profile whatsoever, and he's like, Rich sucks. It just does. You know what I mean? So I think anonymous criticism is far more cowardly. And if you want to look at it that way, it's easy to say some negative stuff when you don't have to own up to it. All right. We got Big Sexy Ryan on the ones and twos In for Iowa Sam. It's always fun hanging with Ryan. Danny G, super producing on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. We are Covino and Rich, and we're streaming live at Covino and Rich FSR. Join the chat, join the fun, see what you hear. Spotty's on the videos. He's also getting ready for midweek major, and we're getting ready for the Tire Rack play of the day. It's time. Luka was hot as fish grease last night, dropping 24 points in the first quarter alone.
Yo!
Clippers shooting 60%. Lakers 64%. Like you said, not a lot of defense. Luka's got more.
Luka now with 24 in 11 minutes.
Nobody else in the game has double figures, and he has 24.
Damn.
That is insane, man.
Yo, that is your play of the day. Lakers handle the Clippers 135-118, courtesy of Lakers Television from Spectrum Sportsnet. Tire Rack play of the day. And for over 40 years, our good friends at Tire Rack been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, all at TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
And Rich, I was talking to our resident Laker fan, super producer Danny G, and he was saying that was one of the bigger issues with the Lakers is that the Clippers sort of always owned them in the regular season. That was their only really bragging right. And now Lakers have solved that issue too, putting them in their place, 135-118, looking nice. So if you're a Lakers fan, good for you. If you're a Clippers fan, man.
Hey, well, I don't know what to tell you. I was going to say, I can't be alone in this feeling. So if you're feeling like totally exhausted, but just so anxiously awaiting multiple days to lay around and watch football and eat, you're not alone. I'm pumped to be here. Love doing the show with you guys, but I feel like as a general public, Thanksgiving and Black Friday, just for the sense of like literally laying around feeling like a slob watching football, and you probably could turn the fireplace on, maybe go outside, throw the football around a little bit. Like everything about the next couple days, I think is the mental refresher people need as you get into that holiday vibe. Because, before you know it, we're going to be talking about Christmas. So I feel like the next couple days are so needed. Like, so needed.
You know what the bad part is? And I agree with you, but the bad part is I already feel like a slob, and we haven't even hit into the feast yet. Because I'm at the family's house, I'm visiting family, and there's just treats and snacks everywhere, and I don't have the willpower to say no. And I'm like in that holiday mindset, so I'm just picking on everything in sight.
Like, I'm excited that we're filling in for Dan Patrick tomorrow morning. We're going to have fun, but I also love the idea that show ends for us at 9 a.m. out here on the West Coast. Then I plan on going home, putting on a pair of sweatpants, and maybe not moving for 48 hours.
I thought you were going to say not tying the strings on the
that's string. I feel like.
Are you waistband over the belly or under the belly?
Under. You got to let if you have a little belly, it flaps over. you go as you call it.
I never understood the over the belly. Like, what, got maternity pants on? What is
Humpty
going on?
Dumpty? Yeah, Humpty Dumpty's over. I call it the Farley. Farley is below the belly.
We call it Farley or Dumpty. Which way do you go?
Well, I'm just saying, I think I can't be the only guy that's like, you know what? Starting tomorrow, I'm going to put on sweatpants and be disgusting for 48 hours, watch some great football, and, refresh, and then come back to work, fresh on Monday and get ready for Christmas before I know it. But I do want to talk NFC North for a second, and then we're going to give away some prizes, do midweek major. I had a hypothetical, because yesterday I did break down the NFC North and how you got the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions. And conventional wisdom tells you that when you look at the schedule, we did. If you missed yesterday's show, the podcast, we broke down each of those teams' remaining games. And the Lions have the toughest road ahead. They really do. If they lose tomorrow to the Packers and they're 7-5, and then they have to go play the Rams, and they have a couple divisional games, like the
Packers would be 7-4.
They'd be 7-4-1. The Lions, I'm saying, would be 7-5.
Oh yeah, they'll be 7-5.
The Lions would be on thin ice because then they have to go play the Rams. So it's a tough little road. Let me ask you: of the three quarterbacks, who would be letting down the fan bases and the league the most? Is it Jared Goff not making the playoffs? Is it Jordan Love with that big contract and everyone thought he's the future of that division? Or would it be Caleb Williams? Because if they're 8-3 in first place, if they fail down the stretch, that means him and Ben Johnson didn't finish.
For me, this is an easy answer, but I'd love to open it up to everybody. 877-99 on Fox. Think about it. It's the Lions, I think, because their window's sort of closing. If they're not making it happen now, then when are they going to make it happen?
All right,
the other guys, younger quarterbacks, younger teams, still on the come up.
But think of the
For me,
combos.
it's the Lions' time.
Campbell and Goff, LaFleur and Love, Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. Which combo of coach quarterback would be the most disappointing if they're the team that fails to make the postseason? We'll take your feedback next. CNR.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture. We talk about sports. We talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like, "Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense." Her mom walked in. "Can you believe he was dead the whole time?"
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, "Oh, look at that bozo over there," and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
The Detroit Lions announced today that four-time Pro Bowl center Frank Ragnow is coming out of retirement. Ragnow retired in June after 7 seasons in the NFL. The Cincinnati Bengals officially activated Joe Burrow off injured reserve in advance of tomorrow night's game against the Baltimore Ravens. New York Giants quarterback Jackson Dart was a full participant in practice today after missing 2 games due to a concussion. Dart technically remains in concussion protocol. Minnesota Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy remains in concussion protocol, but was able to be a limited participant in practice today. Dallas Cowboys ruled tackle Tyler Guyton out for tomorrow's game against the Chiefs due to an ankle injury. Kansas City ruled out right guard Trey Smith also because of an ankle injury. Patriots put starting left tackle Will Campbell on injured reserve. NBA Anthony Davis of the Dallas Mavericks could return to action on Friday against the Lakers after missing 14 games with a calf injury. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
Hey, Thanksgiving Eve. That's Thanksgiving Steve Covino, Rich Davis, doing it live on Fox Sports Radio. And for real, sincerely thankful for anyone that supports us and the Fox Sports Radio show. Danny G, the super producer of all producers. Spotty on the videos every day. Ryan filling in for Iowa Sam. We got a great team here. And Isaac Lowenkron. So, hey, you know what? We appreciate you guys.
A lot of hosts say it. We actually mean it. Broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio.
Oh, I mean it. I think the other hosts are full of baloney. I really do.
Yeah,
I think
not on this channel.
No, on this channel.
Yeah.
Every one of them. Everyone.
Oh, well, okay. You went there. That's Rich Davis. I'm Covino. We be rocking. I'm in Jersey. Jersey.
Oh.
And it doesn't stink in Jersey, okay? There's a lot of misconceptions about different cities, and we're going to get to that when we talk George Pickens this hour. Plus, midweek major. The biggest stories in sports and pop culture, are they midweek or major? Mike's Wednesday Words of Wisdom and more. But Sesame Street helped raise all of us. Now it's our turn. Donate this holiday season at sesame.org because the world needs Sesame, and I agree. And Sesame needs you. Also, our show is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL and NBA. And right now, use promo code CRSHOW to claim your special offer at DraftKings. Again, promo code CRSHOW at DraftKings. The crown is yours. Brian's hanging out, Lowenkron, Danny G, and thank you, Fox Sports Radio Nation. It's a party night. We're glad you're here. It's also a Stranger Things Wednesday night.
Oh, no doubt. That comes out season 5. What are the kids, 45 years old now?
The kids are 70, yeah.
I know the last time Covino watched Sesame Street for fact.
Okay.
Elmo was hanging out with Katy Perry wearing that low-cut shirt. Remember that?
I mean, truthfully, the only time I watched Sesame Street, I was never, even though I agree it's important for kids, and my daughter actually watched, right?
Oh, well.
My biggest takeaway from Sesame back in the day was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was more of a Mr. Rogers kid.
Oh, I love both. My kids are big Sesame Street kids. They're a little old
my
now,
daughter was too, for sure.
But no, they have all the videos of all the celebrities. You made it when you appear on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I remember as a little kid, Keith Hernandez and Mookie Wilson. I remember as a little boy being like, the Mets are on Sesame Street, and now they got Jason Derulo dancing with them, Usher doing songs.
Koa loves the Usher clip.
Koa's right in that Sesame Street zone right now.
Cookie Monster books. He has Cookie Monster toys, and he loves the count. He walks around the living room and he says, 1, ha, ha, ha.
Oh, is he counting the Raiders' wins? No,
that would have been.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
2.
Watch your mouth.
That would have been
2 victories.
And Koa just flipped you off like Geno Smith does to fans.
What's up, Isaac?
We have a Sesame Street New York Mets count update. Here we go.
Pitch it to me, Mookie Wilson, baby. Strike 1.
Count, most important. Wait till Mookie throws the ball before you swing.
Oh, they were great.
Some classic Sesame Street.
Awesome.
So I think you ain't nobody.
1, 2, 9 disappointing losses for the Raiders.
Better time next year, Koa. Yo, but that is a great show. So anyway, enjoy your time with friends and
Thank
family.
God he has Lakers games on the TV right now.
Luka,
man. Lakers looking good.
40-plus points again. So, let's get back to the NFC North real quick, right quick. I posed what I thought was a hell of a question, so I hope you feel the same way. What coach-quarterback combo would be most disappointing to see not make the postseason? Because we did the math yesterday. We don't need to go over it again, but there looks like there's going to be 4 teams fighting for 3 wild cards because you got to look at the West, and while they might not be as good, the 49ers and the Seahawks have pretty easy schedules in comparison to the NFC North. So of the Bears, Lions, and Packers, one of those teams likely not to make the playoffs. And they might not make the playoffs with like a 10-7 record. So let me ask you, Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love. LaFleur's 3-5 in the postseason, been with the team since 2019, only one losing season. So the Packers are perpetually there year after year. It's just a matter of could they get past that NFC Championship game with LaFleur. Jordan Love, the predecessor to Aaron Rodgers, would that be a disappointment? Now you go to Detroit. Dan
he
Campbell.
still has time in my mind just to answer the question.
LaFleur's the longest tenured of those 3. So Packers, that would be them missing, right? What would you feel about that? Dan Campbell started out 3-13, biting kneecaps. Everyone made fun of it, but then they turned it around. They are back-to-back division winners. The last 2 years, they won that NFC North. And, disappointing playoff losses. People are really pulling for them as the underdog that's never won a Super Bowl.
And again, Rich, that would be a step back if they didn't make it.
Jared Goff,
Goff's been there since 2021, so how much time do you give it?
Lost the Super Bowl with the Rams, did that trade for Matthew Stafford, right?
I think the Lions are the answer here.
And then I was going to say, and then the Bears, first-year coach, Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams look like, wow, that's working out exactly like Chicago planned. A franchise that has great history, but I think we could all agree that other than a Super Bowl appearance against the Colts where Peyton Manning beat them, and remember Devin Hester with the kickoff return to start the game, other than that random appearance by the Bears, a storied franchise that has sort of stunk since our childhood, right? Since they were great in the 80s, and it was, remember, it was like
they were doing the shuffle.
Remember, it was like Niners, Cowboys, Bears, Redskins. That was our childhood, and then the Bears have sort of been mediocre since. I think the Bears have a lot of reason to be really happy right now. So I think
that's a step forward, right?
Yeah, I think less
all
pressure.
These other teams are step forwards. If the Lions don't advance, that's a step backward. And I got to quote you. I hate to quote the great Rich Davis, but who talks about little windows more than you?
Yeah.
This little window of opportunity will continue to close for Detroit if they don't do it now. They've been there the past 2-3 years. I think now's the time, and it seems like they've fallen off for sure, but it's time for them to step up.
Not floor to ceiling?
Yeah. For every other team you mentioned, that's a step forward. For them, it'd be a step backward.
I hate to put Isaac on the spot, but he's such a clever, knowledgeable guy. Sam Laporta, is there a timeline for his return? Because he's a big part of that Detroit offense, and especially without Ben Johnson making the calls for Detroit anymore, that the Detroit looks a little suspect. They might be the odd one out.
Let me check the Lions status reports.
Why don't you just DM Dan Campbell? Are you guys bros?
No, that's what I'm doing. I mean, he and I have comparative amounts of coffee. This is as of yesterday. Quote from Dan Campbell: Sam did have a procedure, and he's going to be out for a while. I think we would be fortunate to have a chance to get him back for the rest of the season at some point. I think that is very, very slim. Unquote.
Ooh, so maybe a postseason appearance and that's if they make it. So I don't want to do too much schedule watching, but to answer the question, I think we're all in agreement that the Lions would be the most disappointing to the fan base and that coach-quarterback combo, because Goff's he's not a young Caleb Williams or Jordan Love type. He's the veteran of those quarterbacks. Dan Campbell made such progress, so to take a step back would be disappointing. But I did tell you about their schedule coming up, and it's not nice. If they
Jared Goff 31 too, just to make it clear.
He feels so much older. I'm sorry. You know what, doesn't he?
He feels older, but those other dudes are a lot younger still.
You know why? You know why he feels older? Because
of his Rams and his expectations there.
He got to the Super Bowl pretty quickly with the Rams, and because he was traded straight up for Stafford, you're assuming they're similar in age, but no, Stafford's got 5+ years on him.
Mm-hmm.
But let me just real quickly tell you what the Lions have coming up in the next few weeks, just to show you how it's not...
Quickly, because, Rich, We got Mike's Wednesday Words of Wisdom and prizes to give
I know,
away.
and I really can't wait. You're right.
I know.
But they play the Packers on Thanksgiving, and then they have to play the Cowboys, who look like they got some life. They go to play the Rams across the country in L.A. Then they play the Steelers. It just doesn't seem like an easy road for the Lions. So unless the Lions get hot, I think Dan Campbell is going to have to look at this as the year where, we took a step back, and the Lions might have to figure out where do we go from here to get back. So we shall see. I could be totally wrong. Lions run the table, and I look like an idiot. But to me, as of right now, Lions lose tomorrow to the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. Lions are done.
Yeah, I agree.
Mark my
That's
words.
Right. High stakes while we're eating turkey tomorrow.
Yeah, high turkey and high stakes. All right, let's get into it. We do this every Wednesday. You know the guy that runs this place, Mike?
Who?
Such a good dude. He came in here, and in all sincerity, he's like, Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday because it's about being grateful and it's about being thankful. And I was like, Mike, you're being very sincere right now. I gave him a big hug. So
Mike's the best.
He has words of wisdom, and if you could repeat them verbatim, you win a Covino Rich football. Let's do this. Mike's words of wisdom.
It's time for the guy that runs this place.
Just for clarification, guys, Big Mike does not run this place. He is not in charge of everything. He has no power over really anybody here. He does not run this place.
It's Big Mike's Words of Wisdom on a Wednesday.
It's not the minutes you spend at your Thanksgiving feast that will make you fat. It's the seconds.
Oh, okay.
That's stupid.
That is stupid, but I like it. You know,
if you
play
can
one
repeat
more-
that verbatim.
one more
No,
time?
I don't think you should. But if you want.
Yeah, let's do it one more time.
It's not the minutes you spend at your Thanksgiving feast that will make you fat. It's the seconds.
Get it, the seconds. Good one, Mike. Repeat that word for word, and you win a Covino Rich, Fox Sports Radio. Nerf Turbo Football. They're sweet. Keep it in the trunk. Throw it around with your kids.
Cove, you've already had fifths there at your house.
Yes. Seriously, man. It's like Carb Central in New Jersey with my parents. It's like, Steven, you want some bagels with your pizza? I'm like, Mom, how? And then there's King Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah,
and
Covino,
you want an English muffin with your pizza? It's like, no, Mom. I mean, stop pushing the carbs. It's insane. It's impossible to stay healthy when you're visiting family.
Mom's houses always have, like you said, Carb Central. I was FaceTiming with Covino this morning, and I saw his mom's kitchen. No joke. Like, English muffins, bread, tortillas.
We got crescent rolls if you want
Like,
one.
it's like, yo, what do moms just carb fat you up? So
It's crazy, man. So, hey, thank you guys. If you could repeat, you win a prize. Now, that being said,
877-99 on Fox, by the way.
While
877.
Danny G gets the phones going to get a winner, 877-99 on Fox, like Rich said, let's talk about George Pickens and what he appeared to say about Eagles fans.
Now, he has since deleted it.
Right.
But the sentiment was funny. Offensive.
No,
I mean,
no,
but like, you know, he threw an N-word in there, which, you know, can't be done.
Well,
I mean,
definitely
he is a
talking
black
smack.
guy. So, all right, so George Pickens puts out there on social media and deletes it, mocking Eagles fans. I guess he's going back and forth with some people. Eagle fans mocking him, being that he's a cowboy. Yeehaw. Said he's arguing with Eagles fans, and he says N-words known for their sandwiches, insinuating like, yo, Philly, you're not even known for your Eagles. You're known for cheesesteaks.
Your cheesesteaks are more popular than your Eagles.
That's actually really funny.
It is. That's right. Rick. I thought it was funny, too.
I thought it was funny,
Stupid,
but I
it's
guess
funny.
he deleted it because I guess he's just, I don't want trouble. But in my mind, you put something out there and delete it, you draw more attention to it, right? But, yeah, known more for sandwiches. So here's my question: Has
And
anyone
all the Philly
ever
steaks you could eat?
Has any? Oh, yo, hit me up with some Boys to Men on when we come back from our next commercial. Little Motown Philly back again. I look at it this way: sometimes someone says something to you, and it can be the dumbest insult, but for some reason, it bothers you.
Yeah, and I think misconceptions, too, comes to mind. So I like both angles here. I'm going to run with yours. But, you know, being known for your sandwiches, is that really a bad thing? They are known for their sandwiches. But again, misconception. Philly's known for lot of history in Philadelphia. It's not just cheesesteaks and great sports teams, right? Rocky Balboa. There's lots of things that Philly's known for. But it's like I said, I'm here in Jersey, and people always say stupid things like, "Do you like Bon Jovi?" It's like, I mean, yeah, kind of. Does Jersey really smell? Like,
I'll tell you what, that's
not
the
really.
biggest misconception of New Jersey, because I live in L.A. now, but I'm an East Coast guy. I grew up in New York. I'm not a Jersey guy. But the big misconception is like Jersey's smelly and gross.
There is one tiny part of the turnpike where you see Tony Soprano drive by. That's where it smells. But Jersey as a state doesn't smell. Does everybody say Jersey? No,
They do.
Nobody says Jersey my whole life.
Yeah, listen to your family.
Misconception. But, insults that bother you, Rich, I'm glad you brought that up.
Or even like joking insults that get in your head and bother you. Like, I'll tell you one recently. Our buddy Drew in Nashville, I'll call him out on national radio.
He listens.
So he's listening right now, I bet, and he's going to be like, why would you say that? Because it bothers him.
Oh, no.
His beautiful wife, Jennifer, does really well professionally. So as a joke with our group of buddies, we make it the joke that, like, he has to ask his wife permission for things because she's the breadwinner and, like, makes decisions like, yo, can you go on the bros trip? Did you ask your wife? And just teasing him that, like, his wife makes all the decision and he's like, secondary. It bothers him so much.
So he laughs it off, but really it does kind of get to him, right?
He hit me up and he's like, yo, when you do that, I got to be honest, you strike a nerve. I don't know why.
Hits the button. Nice.
Well, I'll tell you what. It used to bother me when you and Spot were relentlessly talking about, you say I look like Eli Manning, and I do not look like Eli Manning.
But why would that bother you then?
Because he's a goofy goober, and I feel like we're on the radio, and you paint this picture that I look like Eli Manning.
I mean, you have Manning qualities.
You kind of a little bit.
There are some corny
Ryan, are you saying all white guys look alike?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
I think Rich looks more like an NFL punter.
Okay, I'll take that. You can say that. I don't look like a Manning, all right?
Rich used to look like Zach Morris, and now he looks more like Max from the Max than he looks
I would
like
say Joe
Zach
Flacco, but,
Yeah.
Covino looks like George Lopez now.
Oh,
man.
See? Hey, but bullets don't hurt when they miss, so that doesn't bother me because I know it's not true. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
So there's two, though, that have gotten to me recently. I'm here in Jersey, visiting family, right? And we mentioned this on our Patreon, but little kids, if you want to know the truth, talk to some little kids because they say the darndest things. They're not trying to sugarcoat. They have no filter. They'll tell you what's up. I'm talking to my little niece and my nephew. My little niece goes like this. She's like, Uncle Steve, are you fat? I'm like, no. She's like, I think you're fat. And I'm like, nah,
Uncle Steve, you have a belly.
So, dude, yeah, I'm in the bathroom looking at myself later on, and all I hear is her little voice. Uncle Steve, are you fat? And I'm like, it gets to you. And then my little nephew goes to me, Uncle Steve, you got a bald spot. And I'm like, no, I don't. That's just where my hair grows on the top. What's it called? The little whirl thing I got up there where the hair grows. Nah, Uncle Steve, that's a bald spot. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, that little turd he's in my walls now, and he got me thinking about it. So I laugh it off, but it stings a little bit because they're hitting your insecurities is what it is.
What are those little insults or things that people say that for some reason hurts more than it should? We'll take your feedback. We're going to get a winner from Mike's Words of Wisdom right now, but I want to throw one more out there. My buddy Chris has a story where it bothered him so much. One of our mutual old school college buds commented, he bought a beautiful house with his wife, and this guy from high school comments, yeah, it's a pretty nice starter home.
Oh, man.
And he's
what
like,
a sneak diss.
Starter home, huh?
Starter home. This is my forever home. I'm proud of it.
And he's like, I spent all my money on this house, and I got some J.O. on Facebook saying nice starter home.
Yeah, that's a jerky comment.
And it's like forever. He's like, I can't shake that stupid comment. He's like, I hate that guy now.
It's a jerky comment, dude. It really is. That's a good one.
So, all right, your thoughts, but you want to get a winner? Danny G, you want to start with Cody in Virginia?
Yeah, let's start with Cody.
Yo, Cody, you want to repeat Mike's Words of Wisdom, get a little Thanksgiving prize, buddy boy?
Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, I think I got it.
All right, let's hear it, bro. Let's set the tone.
Yeah, wait for the music.
Ooh. Take it away.
It's not the minutes you spend at your Thanksgiving feast that will make you fat. It's the seconds.
Did he get it?
You got it.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody. There you go, buddy. Cody.
Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, turkey dinner, bro.
Oh, it's the seconds.
Nice. Congratulations, man. Hey, and by the way, if the rest of the Fox Sports Radio Nation wants a chance to win our brand new and improved CNR and FSR Nerf Turbo footballs with the sweet grippy grip, got a nice weight to it, perfect to toss around on a Thanksgiving weekend. You just follow our podcast, right? Say something nice in the comments, or better yet, say something nice on our YouTube chat. Leave comments on our YouTube feed, our videos. All of our videos are there, Covino and Rich FSR. Danny G scours these comments, and so do we. You say something that gets our attention, you hear from Danny G, you win a football. So more reason to follow us and subscribe on YouTube, Covino and Rich FSR.
All right, well, hey, coming up, we're going to go over midweek major with Spod, and I do want to take some phone calls if you want. Any George Pickens sneak disses that somehow got under your skin, we'll chop it up with you guys. Chop it up on a Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And Covino, real quick, before we get into all the fun we have planned, I just read a stat that the average family starts their Thanksgiving dinner at 3 p.m. Why do we do that? Are you guys a 3 p.m. dinner family?
Dude, are you kidding me? I'm half Mexican, so my family's on delay. Get it? On delay. We are on when 3 o'clock, not even close. My mom's still stressing about getting dinner done.
I feel like apps. You're eating apps at that point.
Yeah.
You've had like 2 courses by 3 p.m.
Spot, I know you and your beautiful wife are coming over to my place tomorrow. We're doing a little later.
We're more of a 5 p.m.
Yeah, all right, maybe that, right? But like, I never understood why Thanksgiving, the one day a year.
Yeah, you start early.
Yeah, I don't get like 3. Like, you really breaking out the
full course? Nah.
Yeah, you start early so you can have sandwiches by the time you leave.
Yeah. You start at halftime of the first NFL game.
There you go.
Damn,
Well,
Danny
hold
G,
on.
you
If
could have
you're
apps at
eating
1:30.
dinner, no, I get what Rich was going at though. If every day for the most part you're eating dinner around 6, 7, right? 6, 7.
6, 7.
Wouldn't you think a compromise for the holiday where you eat a lot would be 5? Why 3?
Yeah,
Three's like way early.
Yeah, like to me, 5 o'clock might be a nice dinner time for Christmas or Easter. Because people want to stick around and have coffee and dessert, and some older people want to go home. 5 o'clock makes sense. But when people say the average family starts Thanksgiving dinner at 3,
I think that's good. I like that.
Yeah. You're starving, Rich. How many of us got our hands slapped and get out of the kitchen, get away? Don't eat anything. Don't spoil your appetite. So you're starving by 3 p.m.
I got my hands slapped last night for real, eating mom's meatballs, dude.
Oh, so all right, we'll do midweek major. Your thoughts on any of this, we'll get to, and if you guys have any advice or tips at Rich Davis, because my wife, I was gonna say me, but I'm not doing anything. She's the genius behind this. She's putting our turkey on the green egg. We're gonna smoke our turkey for Thanksgiving, and I just want to make sure it doesn't go wrong. So if you have any tips, any thoughts on smoking a turkey, we're gonna give it a shot. So at Rich Davis, and we got more Covino and Rich next, right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Speaking of turkey, do you know about the 3 T's of Thanksgiving? I'll tell you.
Tell me about it.
Turkey for eating, table for gathering, and touchdowns for winning. With DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in before dessert.
With DraftKings Sportsbook, all the actions in your hands. First touchdown, anytime tutties, live bets, every play, every snap, every game counts. When the game gets good, the bets get even better. Here's the best part. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly.
When touchdowns happen, we feast on the roast beast. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code CRSHOW. That's code CRSHOW. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21-plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days, minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Covino Rich.
Let's start with Cam Scattaboo, or as I called him, Scam Cataboo.
Ooh, Scattaboo.
He's getting a lot of negative press this week.
Yeah.
What's
It's all
he
bullshit.
doing?
It's all bullshit because he goes to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And since we talked about it, just a little update. Coach said it was an organized trip for the rookies on the team. It's bonding. They do things like this. It's just everyone, because he's hurt, has a fucking problem with him shoving wrestlers.
Bad optics, though.
The Judgment Day.
Think of how Giants fans feel knowing how much promise he had this season. Breaks an ankle. It's like, yo, man, what's he doing on that ankle right there? We know it's fake and all, but anything could happen.
Yeah, but like I said the other day.
What do you mean?
It's I'm sorry, Spot. Wrestling it's real, buddy. It's real.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it is sports entertainment, but
it's a bit of a tussle. It could be rough. Gotta be gentle. Take it easy. As they say in New York, take it easy.
I have a question.
Take it easy.
Come on, Cam, take it easy. He's celebrating his 10,000th follower. So he has 10,000 followers on Twitch. So what he does is he takes an energy drink in celebration, he puts it in a cleat, and he does the infamous shoey. There you go. I don't get down like this. This is where the party stops for me. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not the less bash heads and less, punch a wall kind of guy.
I mean, it's his own shoe.
Yeah, but that's gross.
I hope it's a clean shoe.
I mean, but regardless, it's his shoe. If
But
it
dude,
was,
when
I wouldn't drink out of your shoe.
When people do shoeys, they're not always clean shoes. Look at them. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go shoeys. So I call this, you can call it whatever you want. But me personally, Steve Covino, I call this the weakest party moves.
Oh, this is your no-no list?
Yeah, this is Steve Covino's no-no list. Like, I don't get down like that.
All right, so
like,
if
that
you're a guy like Covino,
like if someone's like, yo, dude, let's do a shoey. I'm like, how about no?
I've heard Covino actually say at parties, even when he was younger, even before he knew him, for some reason, Covino's like, I don't scattaboo.
I don't scattaboo. I don't scat. Hey, you know what? You scattaboo. I'm going to go talk to some chicks. That was my mindset back
here
then.
we go.
No,
All right,
seriously,
so what are
like,
the things that
this
even
isn't like a turnoff, dude?
Even when you were in college and you were living with your buddies at the frat house or whatever the hell you were doing, what are the things you would never do?
You could call these fun time party antics from back in the day. I call these weak ass moves. These moves come with a lifetime guarantee. No ass for a lifetime. Guaranteed.
For people that aren't a stick in the mud like you, maybe things that we've graduated past.
Fine. Whatever you want to call it.
Okay, let's go.
I'm kicking it off with keg stands. Have I done one in my life? One. One and done. No bueno.
I don't think I've ever
Lame. Vatos don't keg stand. That's a rare photo right there.
That's what I said.
So keg standing.
No, this is a photo of you from college.
Get out of here.
I graduated. What else does not fly with Steve Covino?
Body shots.
Off of dudes?
Anybody. Like really,
I mean,
if she's a smoke show and I'm just a horned up dude, yeah, fine. But it's not always like a hot chick that you're getting a body shot from.
Here's the problemo. I'll tell you, I've done body shots off of some good-looking ladies back in the day.
You want to drink a shot out of someone's lint-filled belly button?
No, but here's the problem.
This isn't your style?
But here's the problem.
I don't even know what's going on.
I've done body shots off of women at bars in my 20s, but here's the problem.
Meanwhile,
much
50 other guys have done shots off the same woman.
I mean, if you want to take the words out of my mouth, go ahead. Do the show by yourself then.
Well, don't you have that strip club theory?
My strip club theory is every time you put your face in some girl's big boobs, you're rubbing another dude's face essentially because some other guy's face was right there. So same theory with the body shot.
Barf.
Hot in theory, but the reality is you're like licking her belly where some other dude probably licked her belly.
Let me ask you this. I get it. We all do dumb things when we're young, right? And you could chalk it up to, hey, man, it was in my 20s. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But you got to graduate from these things. Beer funnels / helmets.
Okay, I'm with you. I never felt the instinct, and I'm not saying I'm above it. We've all had our fair share of drunk fun times as young men, but I've never felt the urge to like funnel anything.
Never needed it that bad.
I could pace myself and still get buzzed, you know?
And, the beer helmet, nothing says you're a loser sports fan or just a loser, period, than a beer helmet. Here's one I've done once. I remember clear as day, and I'm like, this is the most overrated experience ever.
What?
The ice luge.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. awesome. I love
sticking your face. Again, it's all sticky. You're doing some weak, sticky shot, and your face is there, and it's all dripping down your face, and you're putting your face where some other dude's
but
face
the ice
was.
melts, so it's no longer germy. Listen, I'm not.
What's the science behind that?
I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And all the Philly steaks you could eat.
Sounds good to me.
George Pickens saying that Eagles are known for their sandwiches, but there's some good sandwiches. Philadelphia known for their sandwiches. Hey, man, they're great.
Are you going
Geno's, right?
Whiz Wit? Extra
Whiz
cheese
Wit.
whiz or what?
Why not? Covino and Rich, very thankful to be part of the greatest team in sports radio, Fox Sports Radio. I'm live in Jersey for the holidays. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for subscribing to our YouTube channel where you could watch what you hear. Covino and Rich FSR, Danny Riley, Liam McKenzie, Crane, Wes, Ashley, Esteban, everybody with us live now. We appreciate it. And for over 40 years, big thanks to Tire Rack because they've been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
And Sesame Street helped raise us all. Now it's our turn. Donate this holiday season at sesame.org.
Thanksgiving cookies.
Because the world needs Sesame, and Sesame needs you. All right, let's do this. Our buddy Spot is on standby for Midweek Major. Hit it.
Covino and Rich get you over the middle of the week with Midweek Major.
Ooh, I love that.
We throw sports and pop culture headlines and topics at the fellas, and it's like the kids say.
That's so mid. Week definitely major.
CNR scoring. Midweek Major.
Aw, yeah, can I get a gobble gobble?
Gobble, gobble.
Before we hand things over to the number one and only host of this segment, we usually roll the big red love dice in the main studio, but since Covino's getting hand-served food every minute by his mama there in New Jersey, Rich, look what I have in my hand, first of all.
Is that Ben Maller's butt penny?
It sure is. Discontinued butt penny. Don't worry, I used hand sanitizer.
All right, good.
All right, Rich, you're at home in the home studios. You call, heads or tails?
Tails.
It is tails.
There you go.
Rich gets first take. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the most famous person, besides Judy Blume, from Scotch Plains, New Jersey, Spotty Boy.
Yay, Spot.
Hey, guys.
Let's go.
Let's
Hey,
jump
Spot.
right in. Yes.
I don't want to interrupt you, but
Too late.
KG said Rich gets first take, and I just want to make sure if Drake May has ever heard of it. I don't think he's ever heard
I
of
don't
it.
think no one.
Drake May doesn't watch it.
No one
Then
watches
again,
that show.
I don't either. I'll be honest, I didn't even know Cam Newton was on that show.
Is that your first big midweek or major?
Yeah.
Drake May doesn't know who Cam Newton is?
I think it's major, to be honest.
All right.
How do you not know? I mean, you're a quarterback in the NFL. You don't know that Cam Newton's on first take? I'm surprised by that, like Stephen A.
Yeah, but why would you expect him to know?
All right, well, anyway, it's
All right,
Spotty's segment. Go ahead,
I mean,
Spot.
feel
Sorry.
free to discuss. That's okay. All right, we'll start with the Kelseys. Kylie Kelsey is weighing in on, quote, America's team, the America's team debate, and playing family favorites when it comes to her decision. So on our recent Not Gonna Lie podcast, she went off on how she's sick of the notion that the Cowboys are, quote, America's team. She said they can, quote, kiss my ass, and you guessed it, get effed. What? She implored her fans to cheer on Uncle Trav as the Chiefs prepare to take on the Cowboys tomorrow during the Thanksgiving Day game. I imagine, of course, she's also a little salty since her hubby's former team, the Eagles, lost to the Cowboys 24-21 recently. The Eagles take on the Bears on Friday, so obviously a lot going on in the Kelsey household this weekend, midweek or major.
I think it's mid.
That's so mid.
I like Kelsey. I like Kelsey's wife. I mean, but it's not a surprise. I mean, like, her husband was a Super Bowl champion with the Eagles. Like, we're talking about a family that hates the Cowboys, and now Uncle Trav's playing against them. What do you think? All of a sudden she's gonna like the Cowboys? Please, no one likes the Cowboys except Dallas fans. So, mid.
It's mid, but
That's so mid.
they are America's team. And stop crying about it. Stop being mad about it. And I don't think the Eagles or the Chiefs are next in line, to be honest. It might be the Patriots with their amazing comeback this season. Not only are they America's team, but they got America's sweetheart. America's sweethearts, bro. So it just sounds like sour grapes to me, but a mid story.
All right, in the auction world, if you're a memorabilia fan, pay attention. A couple items coming up for sale. So a huge piece of basketball and specifically Lakers memorabilia about to hit the auction block. So a game ball from the 2000 NBA Finals will be part of Sotheby's Winter Sports Classic, which will feature over $30 million in sports memorabilia. The ball specifically from Game 6 showdown against the Pacers, in which the Lakers won 116-111. Ball signed. The roster for that team, of course, includes Kobe and Shaq. In addition to the ball, some other items, a full line of the Chicago Bulls championship rings, KD game-worn jersey from the Warriors, and Ohtani's game-worn jersey from the 2024 Jackie Robinson Day. Bidding began this week and will go through December 11th, midweek or major.
Mid.
That's so mid.
There's auctions all the time, but I will say this, though. If you are a Lakers fan, Kobe's first NBA title with Shaq, that 2000 team, that's a piece of memorabilia that a true Lakers fan, if you got ducats, that's a pretty cool piece. So I think that's cool, but I'll be honest, there's so much memorabilia, and all these rich people have something. But, yeah, that's cool.
I agree with Rich. It's mid, but it borders
That's
on
so
major because of that Kobe Shaq ball 2000. And you know what's interesting? When you say 2000, it feels relatively recent to me. But, guys, we're approaching 2026. And for that reason alone, that's why I'm saying it's closer to major. That's something you want to get your hands on if you're a major collector.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe, Shaq, 26-year-old ball now. I don't know. That's pretty dope, but it's mid.
Yeah, as the meme goes, if you were 40 in the year 2000, you're now turning 65.
That's insane, dude. That's what I'm saying. So we think of that as like somewhat recent history, but it's not.
Damn.
All right. We all, as we talk on the show a lot about getting older, we talk about the importance of keeping moving as you get older. Well, former College Game Day host Lee Corso has confirmed our sentiment during a recent interview. 90-year-old Corso, who retired in August as of this season, was asked about life after College Game Day. His response, quote, "Lousy, I hate it." He said he can't watch College Game Day anymore. He said he can't get used to it. He's not working anymore. He used to fly all over the place. It sucks. Of course, he had been with the show since its inception in 1987, midweek or major.
It's major. It's major, and I'm not saying I hope Lee Corso lives 100 years, but I don't know. When old people retire, I feel like that's no bueno. It's like when a grandma falls in Florida and breaks her hip, it's like now it's just a countdown. I don't know. I wish him a great long life. He's already lived a great long life, but you retire and when you're an active person, that's rough. So I wish Lee the best.
I think it's major because it's a
Definitely
real-life,
major.
relatable story. Lee Corso finally got off the merry-go-round, and now he's bored, and he's sitting there with the reality of he's old, and now what, right? And I've seen my mom go through that. We've seen people in our lives go through that. It just takes time, and it's an adjustment. And he's not just an average old guy. He's an old guy that did a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. So God bless him because that's a major, major adjustment for this dude.
Yeah, maybe put on mascot costumes at home or something. Entertain
Well, hold on.
your family or something.
The
I don't
silver
know.
lining, though, is that, when my mom first retired, dude, she was bored out of her mind and hated it. And now you ask her now, she's loving every second of it. So it just takes time.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought the greatest example of doing something you love but not at the same scale is like a Letterman. I know that's an entertainment example, but he was done with the grind of a daily late night show, and now he does like a seasonal Netflix thing. So what's that?
My advice, Rich? My advice to Lee Corso is maybe become a crossing guard or something to stay busy.
Do so. Honestly, I'm saying that, like, be a crossing guard.
Walmart or something.
Do so. A greeter. Yeah, I don't know, something.
Good. Guys,
good. That's it.
I mean, I got a few more if you want to squeeze some in. I just feel like we're tight on
Give me
time.
a quickie.
All right, quickie. How about
Entertain me. Give me a good one.
There's really not much.
Give me something juicy, bro.
Do you want to talk about Aiden Hutchinson's mom and an AI image of Aiden Hutchinson, or how much money the Lakers or the Bus family got from the sale of the Lakers?
Nah, give me the Aiden Hutchinson's mom.
All right, so his mom, Lions star Aiden Hutchinson's mom, Melissa, defending her son from the perils of AI. So on her Instagram this week, posted a clearly AI image of her son that's been circulating around. in a fake wedding image with some random girl with a quote underneath that was like how this is the love of his life and he's so excited and whatever. She put underneath, she was like, love seeing who's Aiden is married to this week, with a bunch of laughing emojis. She's very active on social media. Aiden is not. He's currently actually dating Olivia Rose. They've been dating since 2022. But yeah, just squashing some of those AI rumors. I'm telling you, they're more and more believable. So I guarantee you this is going to be a bigger and bigger story as time goes on, midweek or major.
Dude, it's major because she's a mom that understands AI. My mom thinks everything she sees is real. My mom thinks my head's afloat in the Thanksgiving Day parade. Covino and Spot made a Photoshop once of me wearing like leather straps, and my mom's like, Richie, you're into that? Like, my mom doesn't get AI. So the fact that his mom's young and gets AI, good for her.
It is major, but I just don't know how I would feel if my mom was active on social media that way. I'd be like, Mom, settle down, all right?
Right.
So anyway, great stuff, Spotty boy. Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
man.
Thanksgiving, gobble gobble.
All right, thanks, Spot. Let's go to ILO for an update. Isaac Lowenkron.
Yeah, guys, we got some sizable Major League Baseball breaking news that just came down. Multiple outlets reporting the Toronto Blue Jays are signing pitcher Dylan Cease to a 7-year, $210 million contract pending a physical. In the NFL, four-time Pro Bowl Detroit Lions center Frank Ragnow is coming out of retirement, while the Cincinnati Bengals activated Joe Burrow today off of injured reserve. Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. NBA Anthony Davis of the Dallas Mavericks returned to practice today and could return to action Friday against the Lakers after missing 14 games with a strained left calf. Finally, Covino and Rich, the Lakers' LeBron James has been trending today for a rather unusual reason. James was conducting interviews at his locker after last night's game when fans watching on TV noticed in the background that he had a whopping 23 different skincare products in his locker. Now, for perspective, I consulted Fox Sports Radio skincare analyst, my wife.
Lowenkron can't close his effing mouth.
Yes, her, who texted back, quote, he has very dry skin based on what I can see. Will say he doesn't have any posh bleep in his locker, which is interesting given he's worth millions. Maybe the diamond eye cream is only at home, unquote. Back to you guys.
Thank you. Listen, I'm a man that believes in using products. You know,
Yeah, but that's excessive, Rich. 23 different products?
I don't know. I just use whatever my wife has laying around. I'm like, you spend a lot of money on this? I'm going to make sure I stay young, too. And by the way, that Dylan Cease news, I have thoughts on. It is astronomically. Well, you know what? I'll save it. My thoughts on Dylan Cease and everything going on in baseball next right here. Covino and Rich.
It really looked, for the first time in forever,
okay, Elsa,
like LeBron James was having fun. It looked like he was, I get it, it was his return, he was excited, but there was a different vibe and a different level of fun and excitement from LeBron James, and that's the fun and excitement you need to have, I think, to win in this league. When there was too much pressure on LeBron, it wasn't fun, and it was all on him. If he's able to dish it around like this, man, they're unstoppable. I've said it, prisoner of the moment, but I mean it. Let's go.
Well, I love that phrase, prisoner of the moment, because I'm going to say a very prisoner of the moment type of thing. They're 11-4. They're not like average. The Lakers are good, but there's a team in the West. You might have heard of them, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who might lose like 3 games all year. They just don't lose. OKC just doesn't lose. Here's my question. If LeBron's playing fun, and we know the end is near, and I do have the sentiment that when all is said and done, LeBron retires, I think we're going to look back at times and say, you know what, we were hard on him. We didn't really appreciate him. The constant comparisons to MJ and Kobe. And, I know he sort of did it to himself with the whole not 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we still hanging on to that LeBron Miami Heat thing?
Personally, no, Rich. I'm not a LeBron lover. I got to make that clear. I'm not a hater either, right? I respect greatness and have admired his career. He kicked off season 23. I believe he kicked it off with a 3, right, Danny G? A sweet bucket to kick it off, and that passes Vince Carter, most all-time, 23 seasons. When I see him with his LeBronaham Lincoln beard, and it's getting a little gray, and he's just rocking that thinned-out sort of look, I'm looking at him not with the same lens that I looked at him before. Not 5, not 6, not 7. I'm looking at him now as a guy who has his son in the league. He's having fun. He has the ability to switch his game up, but he has this wisdom about him now, and at least like even that look in his face, like he looks older now. And I don't know, man, I'm rooting for him in a different way. Like, yo, dude, have at least one more great season and stick it to this OKC team, man. They're young, but he's LeBron, and they have superstars. They've got Luka. They've got Bronny off the bench hitting threes.
Stop it! Don't be making it sound like Bronny's like a contributor.
That was a dope moment. No, but even Ayton had 20 points. I didn't even bring that up. He had 20 points. If LeBron's able to dish it around, they made some crazy passes last night.
All right,
I looked at him as a guy yesterday, to answer your question, Rich. Not a guy that you wanted to roll your eyes at. I looked at him as a guy who we've seen grow up. In fact, we've grown up with together. Well, he's getting older, and I can only root for that. I saw LeBron the man last night, not LeBron the attitude-having basketball player.
Covino, you and I have been together a long time as a radio, friendship and partnership. We saw LeBron go from Cleveland to Miami to the Lakers. That we've seen the journey, and I was Sam running the boards. I know we play that clip all the time. The not 3, not 4, not 5.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
Are we still holding it against LeBron? His one, because it came across so arrogant and never really came to fruition. They won a few in Miami, but I look at LeBron now, and dare I say, as the season continues, and Oklahoma City right now in Vegas is a plus 175 to win the NBA Finals. They are like leaps and bounds above anyone else as favorites to win back-to-back NBA titles. The Lakers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they got the 6th best odds at plus 1,400. Could there be a sentiment that the LeBron haters maybe change their tune and it becomes the fun story like, yo, LeBron, one more before it's all done? Like,
yes.
Could there be a sentiment where
if he brings the energy and look, he brought this upon himself. He shouldn't have to do that, but he does come with that sense of not 2, not 3, not 4, sense of arrogance and LeBron and me-Bron and things like that. If he plays with the same energy and attitude that he had last night, it's contagious. It's likable. It's fun. When other people, it's just, I don't know if it's science, but it is. If other people are having fun, you want to have fun with them. And it's contagious.
Ooh, yeah. Good one, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, the biggest party night of the year. And
Fixins.
It's good to be back in my hometown of Union, New Jersey. Everybody else at the Fox Sports Radio studios in Los Angeles. I'm sorry, did you say fixins?
I said fixins.
No more waiting. Your goals start now. This Black Friday, take your workouts around the world with Nordic Track and iFit. You might need it after all the fixins. Save big on treadmills, bikes, and rowers at NordicTrack.com. Nordic Track, train anywhere, explore everywhere.
All right.
I'm Steve Covino. That is Rich Davis. Huge reminder. Tomorrow, busy day. Started off with us filling in for Dan Patrick. So wake up with us 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do old school 150 hits. Lots of Turkey Day fun. Get you ready for all the foosball. Tomorrow in for DP, and you could watch the show. Watch what you hear. Stream it on your television. YouTube, Covino and Rich FSR, Covino and Rich FSR. And Rich, you know what airs later today?
You tell me.
In a little while, we caught up with Manny Pacquiao's son, Shmuel Pacquiao, and we talked to him about his debut this weekend, and we talk about Manny fighting Mayweather again and more on Overpromised episode 119 on our YouTube page, Covino and Rich FSR. Definitely check it out.
All right, now let's take 2 quick phone calls and then quick thoughts on Dylan Cease. We're running out of time. Baker in Illinois. What's up, dude?
Hey, cool cats. So here's a turkey tip for you.
Okay.
Take your turkey and put it in a cooler with a lot of salt and a lot of sugar and brine that thing. It will be the moistest turkey you've ever had.
Turkey tips, huh?
Nice. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Got to brine that turkey. It said he had a turkey joke. He had more turkey tips. Let's say hi to Andy in Rhode Island. Hi, Andy.
Hey, Paisan!
Oh, what's up, Andy? We're good.
Hey, I missed you guys. I hope y'all are doing great. I was telling Danny G, I had to call in today because, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. And, I'm very thankful to you guys for everything that you guys have given the audience throughout the years and are going to continue to give us. It's just so wholesome for me to you guys to just give my thanks to you guys. And I hope y'all enjoy your time with your family. And I'm always listening. It's been a while, but I'm glad to be your last caller for the night. And I hope y'all enjoy your time with the family tomorrow.
Hey, that means a lot,
Means
man.
a lot,
Appreciate it because we have fun doing what we do. Rich and I have been doing this a really long time. And these are the 2 best hours of our day, for sure, hanging out with you guys. This is the most fun we have, so we appreciate it. Thanks again. Very thankful for the Fox Sports Radio family.
Now, Dylan Cease, 7 years, 210. If you're a baseball fan, your first thought has to be, are you serious? What? You know what it shows? That the pitching market is everyone's so desperate for a front, like their front of the rotation to be strong.
What are they doing to keep Bo Bichette is what I'm wondering.
I mean, Dylan Cease, since he went to the Padres 2 years ago, has been pedestrian at times. He was 8-12 last year with a 4.5 ERA. The year before that, 14-11, a little over 500. Like, if Dylan Cease is giving you ERAs in the 3s and 4s and under 500 for seasons.
Growing up, wasn't that average?
But that's to me, that's 7 years, 210. Then know what that makes me wonder? What is a guy like Paul Skeens or Skubal going to renegotiate when their time is there?
Well, the world's what are they saying that Cooper Flagg and the Wembenyamas of the world are going to be the first billionaire athletes? We're getting closer and closer to that. If average, middle-of-the-pack pitchers like this are making that kind of money.
Danny G, you're an NL West guy. You've seen Cease quite a bit. I mean, he was a White Sox, but then the last couple of years as a Padre, he hasn't done anything where you're like, oh, man, Dylan Cease.
Just above average. And then Bo Bichette, to your point, Covino, there's been rumor has it that the Dodgers might be interested in talking to Bichette.
Dude, that would be insane.
I know, right?
But you know what, Danny? A guy like Dylan Cease was the guy that was like, oh, he's good on a bad team. So he escaped the White Sox, and he was like, their star pitcher on a bunk team. It always had a low
ERA says otherwise.
Yes, back a couple seasons he was a Cy Young candidate, but the last couple years he's done nothing that would make me think 210 over 7. So that just shows you the pitching market. He set the tone, much like Kyler Murray and certain guys set the quarterback market, and Deshaun Watson. If Dylan Cease is getting 7-2-10, I so desperately wonder what a guy like Skubal or Skeens is going to get next year. It's going to be absurd.
Insane. Yeah.
So, all right, with that said, have a great night. We'll see you guys back here for DP in the morning. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
All right, have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Over promised land. Let's go.